Welcome everybody to Scott Cooks. Tonight in our Nuwave Brio, we're going to cook some Texas style barbecue boneless pork ribeye chops. These are pre-seasoned from a local grocery store here in Texas. These pork chops were butchered here in Texas and seasoned in Texas. They are frozen, and I wanted to try some frozen to cooked stuff in the Brio for you. So we're going to go frozen to the plate. Let's go. All right, because these are rock hard frozen, we're going to lower our watts from the initial 1800 down to 1500. We're going to heat it to 350, preheat it to 350. And to bypass that, you can just press preheat, but we do want to preheat before we begin. I've got my drip tray in and one mesh rack on the second from the bottom position. And we're just going to let this go now until it reaches 350. And we'll put our frozen chops in. Once you've reached the preheat temperature, it did a 10-second countdown and it defaults to 15 minutes. Don't worry about that because we can adjust the time on the fly with this Nuwave Brio. So we're ready to go ahead and get our chops in. We want to get your chops prepared, broke them apart because they were frozen. Because once we open this door, we want to get it in as quick as possible. Are you ready? Let's go. And there we go. And let's go ahead and adjust that time. Just make sure you're on the time. You can also adjust the temperature. The Brio is very easy to use. And I don't know how long this is going to take from frozen. I've only ever done them from thawed. And I used a higher wattage and a higher temperature. So I'm going to guess a little bit. We'll start with a 20-minute timer. Figuring about 10 minutes per side. It's probably going to take longer. I'm going to guess it's going to take closer to 30 minutes. But let's let this run for a while. And we'll get in there and check it in about 10 minutes. We're going to flip them and see how we're doing. As we're at 10 minutes, let's go ahead and flip them over. See how we're doing. Oh, they're thawing out really nicely. Quite impressed with the Brio. Now I got to tell you, one thing about this rack, it's very, very hot and there is nothing to stop it from falling out. So I highly suggest you get yourself a pair of some pretty good heavy-duty oven mitts, because this is about the only way you're going to really get this done, is to pull it out when you got stuff all the way through it. So we got this one is really raw on the edge, and these are a little more cooked in the middle. That's interesting, isn't it? Let's a little hard to do with the rack here. Let's switch places with a couple of these and spin them around a little bit. And back we go for 10 more minutes, and then we'll do a temperature check. Like I said, I think it's going to take 30, but just started off with 20. We'll see how we go here. Okay, that was 20 minutes. We're going to go ahead and throw our instant read probe on it. And I'm going to pull that rack out a little bit because I've found putting the probe straight into the Brio, I don't get a quite accurate reading because it's just too hot in there. So I'm just going to pull it out, and let's pick the back side of that one. So that says 170, 162, 160. Left side's 150, that's weird, and 160. So the left side here, these two on this side did not cook. These four are ready, so I'm going to pull those four on a plate and let them rest. I'm going to slide these two over, give them about 2 or 3 more minutes, and they'll be good. Let's keep the heat in while we're getting a plate ready. So surprisingly, these cooked in just about the same amount of time as when I did it unfrozen. Now that is pretty impressive, guys. Pretty impressive. And we're just going to slide these over and give them another flip. And they're really close. Real close. And let's go ahead and power it back up. And we're going to turn preheat off. Set our temp to 350. Set our time to anything. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Give them about 3 minutes, maybe 2 to 3, 4 minutes. And then they will be ready. And in the meantime, I want to show you these. Look at those beauties. Let's get a secondary check now that we're out on the plate. Showing a little different than I'm out here. This is one reason I like to pull them to the plate. Okay, this little guy out here on the end is ready. These two, I'm going to put them back in. They're just showing just a little shy of where I need them. There we have it, guys. Texas barbecue ribeye cut pork chops. Let's cut into one of these. Oh, super tender. Look at that. Beautiful. I don't know about y'all. I can't wait to take a bite of that. Well, guys, that is some kind of good. Not super spicy, not sweet barbecue, just perfectly seasoned, well balanced. If you can find this in your stores, it probably won't, if you're not in Texas, but if you can find a pre-seasoned barbecue style, the center cut chop is just outstanding. It worked perfectly in this Brio from frozen. I'm so impressed. I thought it was going to be 30 minutes. It turned out to be about 22. Had to put it in to get that extra couple degrees on it. Let it rest on the plate 5 minutes. We're ready to eat. I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications. Please click that thumbs up, like button. Leave me some comments. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you soon on the next video.